Good evening, gentlemen. Is there anything I can do for you?
Why, yes, there is. But first we'd like to introduce ourselves. This is Billy Murray. My name is Walter Scanlan. We're both radio and recording artists.
Billy Murray and Walter Scanlan? Why, I've known your names for years.
Thank you. The reason we dropped in is this. KDKA, the Westinghouse station in Pittsburgh, is broadcasting a special record we made. And we'd like to hear how it comes in.
Oh, we hate to bother you, but...
Why, not at all, boys. Delighted to help you. And say, you're in luck. We've received a shipment of the new Westinghouse radios, and they're the last word. I have one up, and I'll tune in KDKA for you in a few seconds.
New Westinghouse, eh? Well, that's the daddy of them all. I remember back in 1920, during the Harding election, Westinghouse gave the world its first pre-announced broadcast. The election returns from KDKA. I heard that over my Areola Jr.
I had one too, Walter. I guess we should thank Westinghouse every time we draw a paycheck.
I'll tune it in. No, that isn't it. Ah, here's KDKA now.
Willie,
that's us, Walter. That's us.
I'm surprised at you. Why, the idea of slapping that man in the face.
Well, he insulted me.
Impossible. How could anybody insult you?
He asked me if I was working.
That's perfectly all right. You should be working. Why, everybody should work.
But I am working.
Well, that is news. Where is you working?
I works in a factory.
What kind of factory?
Brick.
Oh, I see. The factory makes brick.
No, the factory is made of brick.
I knows that, but what do you do there?
Just work.
Work at what?
At a bench.
Well, what do you make at the bench?
$6 a week.
But what does the factory make?
They won't tell me.
Why won't they tell you?
They're afraid I'll ask for a raise.
Wait a minute. Now, you said you worked in a factory, didn't you?
That's right.
Well, now, this factory manufactures, well, that is, they make something, doesn't they?
Yeah, of course they do.
Well, then what does they make?
Goods.
But what kind of goods?
Oh, just good goods.
But what kind of good goods?
The best.
Oh, the best of what?
Them goods.
Well, if for the last time I'll ask you, what does the factory make?
They won't tell me.
Now, why won't they tell you?
They're too stuck up.
Oh, they is. Well, what's they got to be stuck up about?
Oh, what they make.
Well, what does they make?
Mucilage.
Oh, why didn't you say so in the first place?
I couldn't think of it.
By the way, Willie, how long have you been working there?
I start tomorrow.
Westinghouse Radio, KDKA, Pittsburgh.
Well, boys, what do you think of it?
Why, that's the best reception I ever heard. I never thought we'd come over the air as clear as that.
Sure was great.
It's the best reception I ever heard, and I'm a radio man. But it's not surprising. Why do you know that Westinghouse made the first receiving sets that went into the homes? Made the first inaugural broadcast at the time of the Harding election? The first intercollegiate football game broadcast? The first ship-to-shore broadcast? The first broadcast of time signals? In fact, Westinghouse pioneered radio in the home.
That's probably the truest thing you've ever said. You know, every radio artist is vitally interested in radio sets because, well, he's at the mercy of every set that receives him. His act can only be as good as the set itself.
We usually refrain from commenting on any particular make of radio, but after hearing ourselves over that new Westinghouse set, I'm ready to go on record as saying that we couldn't ask for any better luck than to always sound as good as we did over their new set just now.
Well, that goes for me, too. And we want to thank you for your kindness. I'll know the kind of a set to get when I get my new one.
Well, you're entirely welcome, boys. Drop in again anytime. Always glad to see you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.